Chairman Wontumi Ebusuya Asem dear Ebi Ato ne Papa. Aha, Gossip Politics TV. So unsubscribe ya. Subscribe now, hit on the notification bell. Send any update be a dropping on. Once able to me. I can be any about break here the mamo. Say Chairman Wontumi Court of Appeal Addo ne application no atwa going to see Siano Bibia Ejina a High Court. Ne so na Siano. Breaking news be as answer about latest update on Chairman Wontumi the court issue no any project at the Addo ye screen no and chain at the amamono. Court gives Wontumi last chance to file his witness statement in the alleged Samana Boy illegal mining case. Abusia. Court gives Wontumi last chance to file his witness statement in alleged Stamina Boy illegal mining case. Abusia sisi ade ya Chairman Wontumi last chance. Last chance say onfa eye ne final eye witness. On file eye ne final witness statement enye den. Embra na Chairman Wontumi refuse na se Wontumi anfa mba afi na ye the Chairman Wontumi ne final ruling no aba abonten asisi an Chairman Wontumi eja egu nichima enye atam keto akra. Chairman Wontumi the Ashanti regional former Ashanti regional governor ono na na ede nsesi ne bo oyi good egu eye enkunya so na isi a Chairman Wontumi waka na no atuma enye asam keto akra beda mase mo yanko na yankonkotie ensem bi nso a ekoso corruption scandals bi a ekoso ewo political highway ne so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell send be ya any update bi e drop no wonsa ebetumi akabi aha Gossip Politics TV so medamase
the path that we are on, and this is why I bring it, gentlemen, hold on. This is why I bring Loyamatic people on this, because of the point that you just made about whether or not 959 actually cures this 88 situation that we're talking about. This is what 88.4 says. All offenses prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or any other person authorized by him, in accordance with any law. That is what 88.4 says. And then I'll get to 44.2, section 4.2 in a bit, just to give us an idea of how. But does it really cure this?
Oh, it doesn't at all. Far from it. Can Abdallah do this? The Kiseja being taped when he went to Parliament for the verdict. Can we play it? He himself said the thing had not been well done. Kiseja being, please play the tape. If Abdallah doesn't have it, he himself said the thing had not been well done.
We'll record that.
He himself said that it had not been well done. Listen, I agree with what Prof is saying. You see, the truth of the matter is that, look, cut to the chase, 88 cannot be amended through an act of parliament.
No.
But what happened was that corruption was killing us.
Yes.
So somehow we agreed that, look, it was a political settlement. Thank you that there's a political science professor here. This is what we call a political settlement. It's not that tidy, but at the time there was consensus that, look, let's do it this way, because we knew that getting constitutional amendment, look,
it was in French. You need a referendum.
Over a year, you will not get it. Yes. You know, people's patience was running out. So it became like we just decided, like what we say, and they say, pass the law this way, let's go.
Having Martinamidu in mind.
Excellent. So the moment Martinamidu was given the position, was like Abena, yes, the angel. But we didn't know that beyond Martinamidu, you bring people who have issues with conflict of interest. That is where, look, all these things, all these problems we're experiencing is because Kiseja being worked for Furiata, has a relationship with Furiata, and allowed Furiata to abscond. And other cases that he's spoiled, other cases abuse, arresting professors, arresting people.
This is what
abuse.
This is.
Oh, me, but I said me my own. It's because it's not corruption related. This is what it's not corruption related.
Thank you. This is what 4.2 says. Subject to clause 4 of Article 88, which I read. The office shall, for the purpose of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offences. And You say this compromise that was in, how does it?
Back to 1884, he still hasn't explained why he says Act 959 does not satisfy 1884.
Yes.
Okay.
So he needs to do that.
Yes.
Clearly.
Okay. So clearly, let's do this. And in the meantime, as I said, let Abdallah also produce this.
Well, that would be cool down.
Now let's take our time. Take our time.
President, you know, it's not about Kisi. We are looking at the institution.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. By he himself. So it tells you that lawyers. No. It's very important. The office, the occupant himself says, "Hey, there are issues."
Kisi too could be wrong.
You are misquoting.
Kisi too could be wrong.
And you are in fact misquoting.
I want you to educate us.
Yes.
I want you to educate us.
Let's go. Let's
focus on the Constitution.
Look, let's go to 88. Okay. What the article says is that the power can be delegated. We agree. Currently, as we speak, it's been delegated to police. It's been delegated to GRA, SNET, Forestry Commission, electricity. Yeah, I mentioned police first. Many. So let's just say it's countless, right? But for these persons, what happens is that apart from their acts, there's what we call an executive instrument. You see, there is an executive instrument. So you hear EI5, etc. They are all listed in the judgment of Justice Eugene Nyante. So he says, listen, all these people, they go, there is a fiat, one-time document, or some say fiat, it's an EI, whichever, even if you call it a letter, is fine. But what the point is that there is another document, apart from the GRA Act, you see that there is another document that is given to GRA, that go to court. Apart from the electricity laws, there is another document that is given to them. So what we are short of here is that after the OSP Act, that other document that we call fiat, or you call it EI, the special prosecutor did not seek from the Attorney General. And what Senator read was, whilst they were in Parliament, they were looking at how to even avoid it altogether. But where you forget is that Parliament has no power to avoid it altogether. The power doesn't belong to Parliament. It says the Attorney General who can delegate. So Parliament cannot pull it out of him. And if you like, as I said, for me, I've not taken what an entrenched position. It's a debate. So if you like, I'm just speaking honestly.
Right.
If you like, you can say that. Gloria Kufu, by initiating, being part of the bill, etc., is deemed to have agreed, consented, no problem. But then, after Gloria Kufu exited, long story short, today, Ayeni is in the saddle. In constitutional law, there's that principle that the executive acts of a previous government don't bind a successive government. There's a case in constitutional law, I think it's called the Ampita, basic constitutional law. Your executive decisions don't bind your successor. So when your successor comes, he looks at it, he doesn't like him. So I agree. You can say for Gloria Kufu's time, so, and for that matter, the whole of the MPP government, if any Attorney General try to go back, they will say, but it's your own government, so you agreed. But this is a different government, right? Ayini would not be taken to have been bound by Gloria Kufu. No. He cannot. So anytime you mention this authorization thing, it's that's how come when Trump took office, first day in office, he revoked a lot of the Biden things through executive instruments. Yeah. Through executive instruments. Trump reversed the renewable energies things, many things.
But we haven't seen a reversal from the government.
So now Ayeni's statement, very good.
That's the point. Because he's talking about Article 30, Section 56. Those are executive instruments.
Section
Ministers
50
and presidents can revoke.
Yes.
But the reason why Gloria went for an ally is, and especially what he's talking about, because for an ally you have to go back to Parliament. That's a much more comprehensive, extensive approach. So she was intentional. You can't just say because one president came and left, which is what will happen for an EI. So the LI is still subsists.
But the thing is that
so what you're saying is actually in contradiction to the fact.
No, Senator, that's not how we analyze it.
No, come on.
Wait.
We are going to Article 30.
Okay. No, it's not Article 30.
It forces you can delegate by law.
I referenced 8.4.
At the end of the day, you always get it. It's tricky when you want to move back. You want to do an overreach.
The law is not for lawyers. EIs alone. Yeah, and you taught me that one. You are the one who
Yes, but when you
People talk about carpenters not too long ago.
that one,
Please, let's not go down that road.
Yes.
Let's not go down that road.
Yes.
And LI is a substantive way of going about this. Don't talk about EIs when you have Act 95. Hold on.
I asked a specific question, so conclude.
So let me go on. You see, so the thing is that the Constitution is the higher authority. The LI cannot do the constitutional provision. The constitutional provision says the Attorney General may prosecute or he may delegate. That LI cannot undo the constitutional provision, and that's why Justice Eugene Nyante is saying it cannot. So that's why I called it a political settlement. At the time, we're all happy with it, but we always knew that this day would come. It was a political, well, leave it, me, I don't mind, right? So, Serrano, let's get this. It's not, as for the office, let's be very clear. As for that office, I want it to remain. Look, let's be very clear. I want that office to remain. My only challenge is that Kisi Ejabin currently has too many things. No, we haven't finished. We are doing the analysis. Let's take our time.
I asked a specific question.
So we are analyzing last leg. Because of the internet. So
He's still not able to explain it.
Oh, no, it's not for you to decide. We already read. Okay, I'll read it for emphasis. And then let's go to what he was referring to, please. He kept saying Article 30. There's nothing like Article 30. What he's referring to is the Act 30, the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act.
That is what allows for EIs.
Section 56 says that the Attorney General can give EIs, etc. Now let's stay here. But when you stay with the constitutional provision, which is amplified by the Act 30, what you get is this. That, so 88 for which you put in there. All offences prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or any other person authorized by him in accordance with any law. So when you say authorized, so simple, I'm coming. Simple question. Just make it simple. Has Ayine authorized OSP? He says he is not. And I'm telling you that the LI you are mentioning,
Constitution does not say Ayine should authorize. Constitution says that AG.
Yes,
and the AG has done that. The office has. Act 959.
No, that's not how it's done. So it means
who says that's not how it's done?
Hold on.
Who says that's not how it's done?
I say so because I'm teaching you the law. You don't understand even the basics. You've been given a script to come and read. You don't understand the basics.
Hold on.
Where's the script? You've been given a script to come and read. You're giving I will show people you receive opinions from.
Let's get into the first answer.
Open your phone and I will show you opinions.
Just explain it. Delegated by law.
And Ayine is saying that any other person.
Is there a law?
No. He said they didn't say law. He says in accordance. No, he didn't say education.
Exactly.
No, it's different. The two are different. The two are different.
It's not Ayine the Constitution.
Okay, gentlemen, you know what?
Yes. You may have your personal interest to protect it, but want to do legally. And I'm correcting you that they didn't say. They didn't say.
Let me say something. Please, I asked a question. Let him conclude.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move on.
Now lawyers want to take over and do detailed interpretation.
Make your point,
but
the law is not only for lawyers.
Yes, we allow you to speak. But when you get too technical, we say stop.
No, not necessarily. It doesn't make lawyers right all the time. And again, you are the one who taught me this. I'm just telling you.
When it gets too slippery, we say stop. Okay. So let's come to where you're saying. It says that stop. It says any other person authorized by him in accordance. Okay. In accordance with any law, and the Act 30 is an example of any law. And when you go to the Act 30, he uses a fiat and gives you that other paper. Remember, I'm saying that look, all these things we are saying there, the Supreme Court can come and say that listen, they are going with the acts, and they can. You can't fault them because that's what they think. Another person can look at it and say no. Once he doesn't see the fiat, that thing, or call it the EI, it is wrong. So for me, I'm not taking an entrenched position. I'm just telling you that it's not a one-size-fits-all. No, there are different positions. It depends on who has the authority. It all depends.
So there might be a solution.
So, and we're saying that. So, yes, let the Supreme Court decide. I'm not, but the forceful point I want to make is that we are where we are today because on the ground, there's a groundswell okay, of opposition against Kisegabin because of the bad governance, because of the things that are going on. No, let's make, otherwise we will not understand
so
what
we were actually, we're having a progressive conversation. We'll get there. I only asked specific questions about this issue
so
of what the position of the law is.
So it means that and he's not the one who took that law to parliament.
Okay.
So Ayini says it's not bound. And in constitutional law, there is that thing. So at any point, so let's make this final point. You see prosecutors prosecuting from the police, the forestry, snake, etc. Today, Ayini can revoke those executive instruments.
Yes.
Today. So why? So if Ayini can revoke, excellent. So how can Ayini be allowed to revoke the instrument by police?
But how do we?
And then as for OSP, he cannot.
Thank you.
Not Ayini.
Very good. So the final argument, let's get this clear. If we follow what Senator is saying, we'll come to a conclusion that today, Ayini can recall the executive instrument. Attorney General can recall the executive instrument given to police, SNATE, GRA, for all of them.
But when legislative instruments can be
yes, but when it comes to OSP, they are saying that when it comes to OSP, that one the Ayini has no say. Then you are
I don't think that is it.
Thank you very
I'm telling
much.
you the conclusion.
Now that is whatever you have said, I'm taking it out of your time because you keep coming in. Yes, I'm just not, and Senor as well. So you just hold your peace until I come.
I can be quiet
I'll come to. Hold on, gentlemen. This is what the trial judge said, and this is what has actually been another matter of contention. Since by clause 3 of Article 88 of the Constitution, and this is called out of the ruling, the full details of the ruling, all of us have a copy of it, so we'll run through it. The Attorney General is responsible for the initiation and conduct of prosecution of all criminal offenses in Ghana. I hereby order the Attorney General to take over all prosecutions currently being handled by the respondent, that's the Office of Special Prosecutor, in the various courts, pending the submission of its application to the Attorney General for the grant of authorization to its officers by way of an executive instrument to enable them to prosecute criminal offenses. Then he goes on. Consequently, any convictions, if any, secured by the respondent, that's the OSP, as a result of the purported exercise of prosecutorial power, is hereby declared void. And I order the trial of the persons convicted to be commenced de novo by the Attorney General, pending the response. That's all over again. Pending the respondents applying to the Attorney General for its officers to be authorized to conduct criminal prosecutions and the issue of the necessary executive instrument in that regard. In fact, he granted reliefs as well, and a cost of 15,000 Ghana cedis against the special prosecutor. Did the trial judge answer this question on the table with this particular ruling, or has created a lot more challenges with what we are having to deal with?
Okay, abusuan we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so chama Wontumi na ye breaking ne ho latest update edema enye asem keto akra abusuan on subscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be ya any update be ebe drop no wonso wonsa ebetumi akabi aha eye gossip politics TV so medamase.